Today it's a joy to track with you again and to continue in this important follow up and examination of life purpose discernment. It's important for you to have a clearly defined life purpose statement, to be clear about why you're here, to have an operational grid of life purpose discernment which overlays everything you do so that you have a transcendent reason to be involved in the things that you do in life and a transcendent reason to avoid things that don't really contribute to your primary purpose for being here. The last time I was with you, I looked at some of the documented need for a life purpose statement. And this time, I want to share with you some of the benefits, some of the documented benefits that we enjoy once we have a clearly defined life purpose statement. What happens when we get that in place? Once we get a clearly defined reason for being here, and it's written and it's operational, then we have something in place that helps us to really include the things that we should be doing and exclude the things that don't really contribute to our reason for being here. Without a life purpose statement to guide us, it's very easy to get distracted and pulled into a lot of things, some which ultimately benefit us and contribute to our ultimate reason for being here. Other things, while they may seem good at the time, ultimately show themselves to be non-contributors to the ultimate reason for our being here. So what are the great benefits of having a life purpose statement in place is it serves as a grid through which we consider and ought to consider everything we do. And whatever aligns with that purpose statement would be things that we could intentionally and with great passion become more involved in, and things that don't align with that statement, then these would be things that we would need to avoid. What are some of the other benefits of a life purpose statement? We really become aligned with our universe. We become aligned with our environment. We become aligned with the kinds of things that propel us forward. Because you and I, we are the best at being and doing the ultimate reasons for our being here. We are the best at something. You and I are not called, I believe, to this planet to be generalists. We are called to be specialists. And once we discern our primary reason for being here, our life purpose, that life purpose will guide us into some area of specialization, where in the process of expressing the primary reason for our being here, we demonstrate some area of specialization. All of us, I believe, are called to be specialists. And as we are guided by that life purpose into that area of our greatest strength expression, our life strength expression, then we will show ourselves to be specialists in the area of our greatest strengths. That life purpose discernment will also help us to persevere through difficult and tough times. All of us have them. Difficult times, tough times, times of challenge are times we all have. How we respond to those times is largely affected by how clear we are regarding our life purpose going into those times. Because you and I have a life purpose that is greater than any opposition, than any challenge, than any difficult time we face. And if we're clear about that life purpose, going into a challenge, going into a time of difficulty, going into a time of opposition, then we are more able to persevere because we're better able to focus on our purpose in the midst of that opposition, in the midst of that challenge, in the midst of that time of resistance. So perseverance is enhanced by life purpose clarity. As we understand and have a reason, a clearly defined reason for being here, then we have fuel for perseverance. We have fuel to keep going. We have something that energizes us in the midst of our times of difficulty. Another tremendous benefit of having a clearly defined life purpose statement is that discernment of our life purpose tends to unlock our passion. Once we really are vocationally and operationally aligned with what we discern to be our primary reason for being here, passion gets unlocked. Zeal gets unlocked. Enthusiasm gets unlocked. And boy, when you and I, when we're going about something with the zeal, with the passion, with the enthusiasm that I believe we're designed to manifest as we are aligned with our life purpose, we become virtually unstoppable. Brad Smith, in his wonderful book regarding the life of the distinctions between millionaires and the middle class, he says that in that book, having a life purpose and being clear about our life purpose statement enables us to approach our work with a purposeful sense of play. When you're really clear, when you and I are really clear about why we're here, there is this sense of play and fun that transcends our work environment. Work then, when it's aligned with life purpose, becomes enjoyable. Now imagine being unlike the majority of people documented in research. Imagine having a job that doesn't seem like work. Imagine being involved in vocational activity that seems like play. When we are clear about our life purpose and our work is aligned with that purpose, work seems like play. And you know, play is something we never can get enough of. Well, that's how people who have their purpose aligned with their vocation and their vocation aligned with their purpose, work doesn't seem like work to those kinds of people. And that's another benefit that I believe we're designed to have. So that as we're going through our life's work, that third of our life or more that's spent in vocational endeavor seems like play. It's something we enjoy. I trust you'll join with me as we continue through this Life Purpose series, and that you'll gain these benefits. They'll become operational in your life, and you'll be walking out a clear discernment of your life purpose.